Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. So today we are going to be waxing the underarm. And let's go. Alright guys, so I wanted to come at you today because I'm actually going to be waxing my underarms, and I haven't waxed my underarms in a long time. And because underarm waxing is a service that I do offer as part of my business, I wanted to come on here and just kind of talk to you guys about it, show you guys the process, and really honestly just kind of come at you with a few things that I think are really important that are game changers when it comes to waxing your underarms. So let's start with just a few things and then I'll get into the process, I promise. So 3 things that I think are really important when it comes to waxing, underarms in particular, but waxing period, are prep, the wax, and aftercare. Like, those are the most important things, and I'll run through those really quick and then we'll get into the process. So you guys know that I try to be very transparent. I wanted to come on here and talk to you guys about this because you guys know I've mentioned this before. You can do this at home. You can figure this out at home. You can do this at home, and you can get it accomplished with a whole bunch of different products on a whole bunch of different budget levels. However, I always recommend, or I do recommend, maybe reaching out to an esthetician, maybe going to a wax specialist just once or twice a year maybe, and having them take care of it for you, because you're paying someone else to have to deal with what I'm going to be talking about today, but also just the products and the messiness and all of that good stuff. You're just paying someone else for the luxury of not having to do it yourself, and it's definitely worth it, even if you don't do it on a consistent basis, maybe every now and then, because they are going to be able to teach you proper aftercare that might help some issues that you've seen if you've done it yourself, and then altogether it might lead into some other conversations that could really altogether change your skin. So as always, I highly recommend reach out reach out to a specialist. Me, if you're in North Carolina, hey girl, hey, but if not, someone in your area, if you would like to have this professionally done. But you can't figure it out at home, so we're going to talk about that today. So I got a camera on over here because I'm trying to get different angles. Oh yeah, your girl trying to get extra. But the first thing I want to talk about is prep. So you want to make sure that you have all of the products you need out. And for me, that's going to be definitely a wax warmer. I've tried the whole microwave, all that kind of stuff, and it just, you need something that's going to consistently keep your wax at a nice temperature, at the correct temperature, not too hot, but right there, so it's going to be removing the wax but not burning your skin, removing the hair but not burning your skin off. So I highly recommend a wax warmer, good quality wax. I do have, I recommend some type of antiseptic. You want to make sure you wipe the area clean to get rid of any kind of bacteria or germs or anything like that, because you want to start on clean skin to be able to get the best results and make sure you don't irritate anything. I also, and that's for prep, and then also some powders, some talc, especially underneath the arm where people are sweating. I'm a sweater. I'm a huge sweater, so my underarms will be sweating, especially if I was going in to have someone wax me. So definitely make sure you have some powder. Make sure you have your applicator sticks, have plenty of them, have more than you think you need. Really just making sure you have everything in the spot ready to go, because you don't want to have to be in the middle of putting that on and then be looking around for things. So you want to have everything exactly where you need it to be. So that's first most important when it comes to prep. Second part, your wax. I'm going to sound really bougie right here, and I do not apologize for it. A high quality wax will make this whole entire experience so much better for you. Yes, you can get it done with wax from Walmart. Yes, you can get it done with wax from Amazon, but a high quality wax is going to change the game for you. I also believe, again, like as I mentioned before, make sure you have a warmer. You can do the microwave when you might be quicker than me and it might work for you, but I've just found that, it's either too hot, or by the time you put it on, it's already cooled too much and it's just more complicated. A nice wax warmer, which you can get at different price ranges on that one, so that you can, in my opinion, can get from Amazon. I mean, you want to make sure it's at the right temperature, but for me, any wax warmer will really get it done for you, as long as it can get it to the temperature it needs to be and keep it at that temperature. So, for the wax warmer, that's where you might want to be able to say a little coin here. But a high quality wax is really going to make this whole entire process better for you. The underarm is a very sensitive area, and for me, besides the bikini area, that is the area that just it hurts a little bit when you get it waxed. Let's just be real, it hurts a little bit. The good news is the more you get it waxed, the more you do it, you know, the hair gets finer, it gets thinner, it gets softer, so the whole process becomes a lot easier for you. But in the beginning, FYI, it is going to hurt a little bit. Let's just be real. Let's just be real. Okay, and then the last thing is the post care. You know, you want to make sure that whenever you remove that strip of wax, you know, whether you're using soft wax or hard wax. I'm using hard wax. I prefer hard wax. I can definitely get into that in a different video, but I do prefer hard wax over soft wax. But whatever type of wax you're using, make sure when you remove that strip, you're applying pressure. You want to go ahead and relieve some of that pain. Apply pressure to it just for a few seconds. It will make a difference. Then when you're completely done, you want to make sure you remove all the residual wax. You don't want that to stay on there, because that's not only uncomfortable, but it can clog the skin, and it can cause some ingrown hairs and irritations and things like that. So make sure you remove all of the wax when you're done. Always, I say, make sure you go in with a nice soothing gel. I like aloe vera gel. I think it does a great job. It's anti-inflammatory, plus it's antibacterial, but it also kind of helps soothe the skin and calm everything down, because it is, you know, even though you're using hard wax, which is attaches to the hair, not the skin, you are still, you know, you're applying tension to the skin. So you want to make sure that you do go in with a nice soothing, calming gel after everything is done. So those are the 3 things that I find are most important when it comes to this process. So now let's get into it. Now I'm trying to be fancy with the different angles here. So I got this one over here. I'll be looking over here, but hopefully everybody can see everything. Okay, so I've got the wax. First thing I'm going to do is I'm going to go in with the antiseptic and clean everything. We're going to start on this one over here. Look at that. Oh my gosh. This is about 3 weeks of growth, you guys, and this has just been driving me absolutely crazy, because I don't do with the I don't do with underarm hair, but I, you know, knew I was going to be waxing, so I force myself to let it grow out. And when it comes to waxing your underarm, you do want to wait, you do want to have at least 2 weeks of growth under there, at least 2 to 3 weeks, because, you know, you got a lot of folds, you got a lot of creases underneath there, and so you really want to make sure that you have enough hair that the wax can attach onto, so that you can see the removal there. Okay, now I'm going to put a little bit of powder. Now, of course, if I was doing this for you guys as a service, I would be wearing gloves. 100%. Oh, and I would have. Oh, was it really not recording that? Okay. So we're going to put that powder on. That was not smart to wear a black shirt, was it? I'm going to go ahead and put the powder over here too, just because I have some. I don't think I recorded it earlier, so I'm going to go back and say it one more time. I don't know if you can see it now, but here under the arm, the first thing you want to do is you want to assess the direction of the hair growth. Again, so if you look at my underarm, you can see that right here kind of goes up, right here comes out, and then right here grows down. So this is the direction that I'm going to be applying the wax. I'm going to be doing it in 3 different sections to make sure that I don't pull any hair in the wrong direction, cause any kind of irritation. But you want to assess and see the direction of the hair growth, because you apply the wax in the direction of the hair growth, and then you remove it in the opposite direction. So this is what you want to be looking at there. Then I'm going to go up here. I'm going to do a little lip there. Do a little lip there. Okay. Twirl that. Okay. Right. Now normally I would go in and apply another one, but we'll just wait here. We'll just do one at a time. You can either lay it and then pull it, or you can lay, and then pull, you know, whichever one. For demo purposes, I'm going to just do it like this, but, you know, you could do it the opposite as well. I'm just going to let this cool. And so now what I'm going to do, it's going to be a little bit difficult, you know, since I've only got one hand. Ooh, I didn't do a very good lip on that. That's my fault. No, very good lip on there. That's my fault. I could have done better than that. Okay, so I'm going to apply tension with my arm, tension on my arm this way, and pull this. Ready? Apply. There's the hair. I want you guys to be able to see it. Let me see if I can get it closer for you guys. So there you go. See that? There's all that hair. And then here. And it's up, and you know what? And I know you guys are gonna be like, oh my God, you have blood. That's actually good, because that means we got it on the roots. We got it at the roots, which is really, really good. That's where you want to get it. I'm just dabbing that off. That's not bad at all. That's a good thing. That means we got it at the roots, so don't panic, okay? Alright. Now I'm going in with, remember, never double dip, okay? So you don't ever want to double dip here. So I'm going in with another stick. And now I'm going in this direction down here. Can you guys see that? I'm going to go down. Try to do a better lip than I did last time. Oh, I got that all over my clothes. That's okay. I got all over my shirt. That's okay. And I think unfortunately my battery is about to cut off, so I apologize. We might have to skip a few things here, and I apologize not showing it at the beginning, but I will show before and after picture, and I will make sure that I show you what it looks like. But I'm just going to keep doing this, remember, in the direction of the hair growth, because I'm going to pull it. Okay, so this is going to be the cleanup strip. Now I can apply this in any direction that I want to, but I've gotten most of the hair on there, and it's easy for me to pull this way, so I'm going to go in this direction. It's a little bit harder to lay this. You really want to make sure you have a nice lip on there. I'm doing a terrible job of this, but you do really want to make sure you have a nice lip on it. Because I got most of the hairs here and most of the hairs here. It's really just hairs that were right in here. So this is what we're working to clean up. Now we're going to clean this up. So this is ready to go. I did a terrible job on my lip. You really want to make sure this is smooth. I did not do that, so that's going to make it even more difficult. But definitely want to make sure that's nice and smooth. All right. So I'm applying pressure here this way, pulling the skin towards me to give myself a little bit more to taunt the skin. All right. And now we're going to pull it off. Okay. 1, 2, 3. Apply pressure. Go. All right. And you want to avoid these little pieces. I could have been done better than this. If I would have smoothed it out, that was application error. Application error. And I'm going to go through and clean off all this. This is where I would say that the wax removal, because you don't want to leave any of this on there. You want to remove all of this off. So I'm going to go in with a wax removal. Just removing that wax. Just getting all that wax off. You don't want to leave any of that on there because that can irritate the skin. So you really want to get all of that off. There we go. Get all of that off. Okay. And now I'm going to go in with a soothing gel to calm everything down. And like I said, I really like aloe vera gel, but you can use, there's lots of different ones out there on the market. You can be as holistic or simplified as you want, or get as fancy as you want. And I'm just going to rub that on there. Oh, that feels so nice. Oh, it feels so nice. Okay, that was too much. I got a little carried away there. A little carried away there, but that feels so nice. So nice. All right. And I'm going to show you because this is the one we haven't done. Look at that. Look at all that hair, guys. And then this is the one that we just did. Look at the difference. Look at the difference. It's worth it. It's worth it. All right, guys. So there you are. I need to finish up this arm, but I just want to show you guys right here. This is the waxed arm that feels nice. It feels nice. She was throbbing there for just a second, but she feels really nice. And then this is the arm that I haven't done. But the best thing about it is you're not having to worry about shaving every day, and you know, as long as you take care of your skin after, which I'm sorry, I meant to mention this earlier, but along with aftercare, make sure you exfoliate. You want to make sure, just like the skin on your face, you exfoliate underneath your arms and the skin on your body, really, but especially after waxing, because as that hair tries to grow, it's going to grow a little bit slower. But if it gets trapped underneath like dead skin cells and dirt and oil and grime, it could cause some irritation. You could see pimples, you could see ingrown hairs and things like that. So you really want to make sure that you keep that skin nice and smooth and exfoliated so that you don't have to worry about any of that. But that is the at-home waxing. Well, that is waxing your underarm. As I said, if I were coming to provide you with this treatment at your house, or if you came to me, then of course I'll be wearing a mask and I have gloves on. But even doing it for yourself, you want to make sure everything's nice and clean. You want to make sure your hands are nice and clean. You want to make sure your workstation is nice and clean. You want to make sure your wax pot and all of that stuff is just nice and clean. You don't want to double dip whenever you're using your wax sticks. I will say, when you're at home, I don't think there's anything wrong with using this end, flipping it, and using this end, as long as the same end doesn't dip back in there. So maybe you can get 2 uses out of this. 1, 2. I'm just saying. That's how I feel about it. But of course, if you were in a professional environment, you probably would just want to use it one time and then just throw it away. But that's just my personal opinion. But I think I covered everything. I hope that didn't take too long. But yeah, so that was underarm waxing. Again, you know what? Don't feel shy. Definitely, if you feel comfortable or if it's in the budget, reach out to a specialist and tag them in to do this for you, so you don't have to worry about any of this stuff except for the post-care. But if that is not in the plans right now, then you can easily figure this out on your own at home and still take care of them underarms without having to worry about some other way other than shaving. So hope this information helps someone else out there. If it did, please give this video a thumbs up. And while you're here on my channel, take a look around, see what else your girl has to offer. And if you're liking what you see, hit that subscribe button. I hope to see you in my next video. Bye.